What's your little bobblehead you brought in here?
It's a Stewie bobblehead.
It's a Stewie.
I can't see it.
It's
There's too many bobbleheads. Oh, look at that.
You know, to add to your collection
Yeah, there
that
you
got
go,
here,
Stewie.
you know?
Yeah, no fees. How much was this? Was it free?
No.
No fees.
You know, reasonable.
Yeah, we bought it. But there were no fees involved. Stuart at Stuart's American Mortgage. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning. How are you?
What do we know? What are we hearing?
Well, lately what we've been doing a lot, and people don't realize, is if you take your mortgage and you reduce the term, many times you can save many years for the same payment that you're paying now. We took a customer.
What do you mean by what does that
we
mean?
had a customer who had 27 years left on their loan.
Right.
They had about $30,000 or $40,000 in credit card and other debts.
Right.
We took them to a 20-year loan, and they now have a new payment of almost $100 less than what they were paying total before they refinanced.
How'd you do that?
We consolidated the debt, and with those credit cards and other payments that you may have, student loans,
Right.
the interest is not tax deductible. They're fluctuating rates. They keep going up.
Right.
And if we took the total amount, gave them a 20-year loan, the rate was so low, it cost them nothing, of course, with the bagel loan.
Right.
They were able to save 7 years on their mortgage, knock out those credit card debts with almost $100 less than what they're paying now.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it cost them nothing. And we estimated the total amount of savings of interest,
Right.
close to $130,000.
Now, when you say this is interesting, because I get this all the time. People say, "What do you mean it doesn't? What do you mean it didn't cost them anything?"
There's no, if you're borrowing more than $150,000, there are no closing costs at all. You don't pay for an appraisal, you don't pay title fees, you don't pay lender fees. So what happens is people call me all the time and say, "Oh, you're rolling it into the loan." No,
Right.
we're not rolling it into the loan.
Right.
There are no fees at all. We absorb those fees independently. So we go ahead. We have great contracts with title companies and appraisers. And we kind of do the Walmart thing and making sure that they give us the lowest of the low.
Right.
And they end up getting the volume, and the customer ends up getting the better deal.
So even if somebody else were smart enough to do this same deal with this person who you dropped down to the 20 years, they still would have charged them a fee.
Absolutely charging fees. We just did a loan actually about a week ago where another institution, again, was just about ready to close, and they had $3,400 in fees. And a lot of times when you're refinancing, the old rule of thumb used to be you got to save 1% on your mortgage in order for it to be beneficial.
Right.
But if it's not costing you anything, if you have a mortgage balance over 150, you're saving 0.25%, 0.5%, 0.75%, or even consolidating that debt. Well, it's benefit from the first day that you start. If you pay those closing costs, even if you end up getting somebody's offering you 1/8 of percent, because you can pay thousands of dollars and buy down your rate. That's an option for you.
Right.
Pay now or pay later kind of thing is what they look at it.
Right.
But if you go ahead and you're going to pay again 1/8 of percent more, and it's going to cost you $2,000 or 1/8 of percent lower on the rate, excuse me, and it's going to cost you $2,000 or $3,000 to do that. It's going to take you 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 15 years to recoup the difference
Right.
between the interest rate of the no cost versus the actual cost. So I mean, I've yet to see anybody call me and say, "Hey, you know, your rate's 1/8 of percent higher or 1/4% higher, and I'm going with the other company." And they have $3,000 in closing costs. We have the same or better rates
Right.
than anybody that's out there, and it costs you nothing. I don't pay commissions to loan officers.
Right.
And my office is less than fancy.
I say it all the time. You know, other people talk about the rates. You have all the same rates, but you're the only one talking about charging no fees.
Well, we have the best rate that's out there. So there are other institutions that are charging more in the higher rates.
Right.
But you end up paying nothing. So your savings is immediate from the day that you close.
That's my friend Stuart at Stuart's American Mortgage. No fee, Stuart. How's the Mortgages and More show going?
It's going fantastic. 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings.
Your wife's the star of that show, you know.
She is the star. She is.
The phone number, no fees. Call him if you're skeptical. He'll happy to walk you through it. 314-324-4440 or stewartsamc.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
835, Big 550, KTRS.
Warning.